In vitro fertilization, or IVF, accounts for roughly 2,000 births a year by some estimates, but the recent reversal of Roe versus Wade may make IVF a less accessible option in states with restrictive abortion bans. Samantha-Jo explains.
When does life begin? The answer to that question could have major repercussions for patients undergoing IVF, a treatment where eggs are fertilized in a lab and then transferred to the womb.
The language that I've seen from a couple states is very ambiguous and leaves us all really wondering what is going to happen here.
Dr. Eric Widra oversees a chain of fertility clinics. He worries some IVF practices could be interpreted as abortion under the strictest bans. That could affect what doctors do in the lab, where they create, test, and at times destroy embryos.
The vast majority of human embryos, whether they're created in a woman's body or in the laboratory, are abnormal and never go anywhere. We discard a lot of abnormal embryos.
It can take many IVF cycles to create a viable pregnancy, so doctors implant several embryos at a time. They also freeze them for later use and dispose of them if they're not needed or not viable.
There are countries around the world where having excess embryos around is illegal. And in those countries, we only fertilize 1 or 2 eggs. And yes, it's much less effective. And it also is more expensive.
IVF can lead to twins, triplets, or even quadruplets, creating higher risks for the mother and the fetuses. In such cases, the new laws could prevent doctors from aborting some of the fetuses to protect the health of those remaining and the life of the mother.
Those procedures would almost certainly fall under these rules.
States like Alabama, Arkansas, and Oklahoma say their abortion bans have no implications on IVF treatments. But other states have not yet clarified how far their bans extend, making the legal landscape unclear.
You can have chilling effects if you have laws like these. So providers might just be very, very worried about being at risk for criminal sentences, being in jail or fined.
This is a unusually shaped uterus.
Dr. Widra is coming up with workarounds for his clinics in states with restrictive new laws.
That may mean, transporting embryos to one of our facilities that's in a safe haven.
What are you saying to your patients? I know that obviously fertility treatments are so uncertain, and now you're dealing with states with a patchwork of different laws.
Everybody's freaking out, and it's okay to freak out over this. What we're telling patients now is let's wait until these things are passed, and then let's make decisions together to protect your embryos and your rights into the future.
For Inside the Issues, I'm Samantha-Jo.